This is the power supply for the amp. The amp takes 800 to 1000 volts to light up the plasma because this is a tube setup, and tubes operate off high voltage as compared to transistors. If this was a transistor setup, the transistors that power the tube would operate anywhere from 12 to 24 volts, or maybe even 28 volts, as high as 28. But tube setups operate with high voltage, namely 800 to 1000 volts. This amp has a handle on the front, on and off switch. It has output jacks that power the amplifier. The diodes are screened in here because that's the high voltage components. Giant, massive filter. On this side we can see the power transformer and a giant choke transformer. We want the power supply to be very inductive, and that's the way you can light a tube really easy. On the back you have your AC cord, another handle, a fuse. On the side, on this one side, it has a switch. I call it the high-low switch. It doesn't do too much, but you can have the option of kicking the power down a little bit if you want to. And if you were running it as an audio amp, you don't need 800 volts to run audio. The 800 volts is for the plasma physics lab. So you would switch it to lower power for the audio. But still it's kicking up 600 to 800 volts for the audio. And ideally, if you're running it as an audio amplifier, you only want to supply it with 400 volts. You don't want to supply it with a giant massive amount of voltage enough to light a plasma tube. But this power supply is very heavy duty. It'll power a plasma tube forever.